Hello and welcome to Trains and Vietic. Hi Everything Railway, if you're still there. I had a few little technical problems before I started, so I just had to sort them out. I forgot to set myself up. So good to have everyone there. And before I start on today's thing, I'll just remind everyone that I'm starting the Christmas live streams on the 1st of December. I would hope it's 1st of December, otherwise I'll be starting early. So I'll have this advent calendar, which I'm going to be opening from Tuesday the 1st at 8:30. Then we'll also do our kit builds, so that's good. So good to have you there, Reefing for Railway. I'll have a look for your channel later on. I'll put a note on my notes to look at it. So what I've been doing is building this lovely banana shaped board, and that's to fit this on it. If I swap to that camera, it's in the complete wrong position. So what I'm planning to do today is to get my static grass out and put static grass on this as it look much better. So hopefully a few more people will drop in a minute. But I'll go and get my box of static grasses out to start off with. Actually, I'll get my static grass system out. Hi, Bangotford Junction. Good to have you there. So, my static grass stuff. Start off with my, I think I might swap to that one. So start off with this, and it got power and it got light, so that's all good. This is a little godsend, save a fortune on static grass, so I can keep on reusing it. Then for my grass machine, I got to flock it. And I got to finger off the static grass glue, and then I'll put this to one side. There's the lid. So how's everyone doing today? If you have one of the if you have any electrical goods, it's always good to keep the battery out. And I just zoomed in, that might be half my problem. The other half is I didn't set up the camera properly. And now I've got my full disc there. Hi Chris, good to have you there as well. So I'm just doing some static grass today. So always keep your batteries unplugged so you're not using them up. And this have a lovely on-off light. This is the Flock Kit by Green Scene. It's the only one I got at the moment. I do want to get hold of a few others so I can see how they compare. But this is the one a lot of people say is very good. And it have a very good price point. So stick that there, and then get my big pots of grass. I think it might be better that way round, so maybe a bit better like that. So this is my favourite grass. You can see what I have done here is all the grasses have labels in these packs. Then it means this is easy to put into the static grass thing, and when I run out I know exactly what to buy. I then have stuff like this, which is whereabouts I have mixed several together, as you never know when you might want a good mix. So for one thing I don't have today is a metal thing, but I'll grab a screwdriver and use that as a point to static grass it. So I hope everyone's doing well. Today's video could have been a start of a new series, but as it's only 6 days till December and then just over a month till the end of the year, which I'm looking forward to, I didn't want to start a new project. So you can use standard glue to do this, but I prefer the glues designed for static grass because they do a better job in my opinion. One of the mistakes I have made today is I don't have a big enough paintbrush. So by the time I get it all painted, it will be starting to dry off. In my opinion, the best static grass applier is actually the notch one, which you can now get from Gauge Master for £95 if I remember correctly. But that wasn't out when I bought my static grass applier. I did a lot of research. No, actually it was out. The Gauge Master version wasn't out, and the notch version was something like 150, so that was outside my budget. So I did a lot of research and bought myself a Woodland Scenic one, as everybody had always raved about it. I went walking around Worley looking at all the different demonstrations of these. Hi J94, good to have you there. And this is the one that I was seeing with the best results. It's then a case of finding which is the best grass. I personally think the Woodland Scenic one is the best grass, but Notch is a very close second. Hi David, good to have you there as well. I might need to disappear for a moment at some point, but I'll give you a warning if I do. So that's now all nice and sticky. The biggest thing with the grass is to make sure to keep the tops on, and don't do what I have just done there, which is stick the two tops inside of each other. So just always stick that lid on at least when you're not using it, otherwise you can make a lovely mess. So let's put some grass down. First thing you do is to connect that to your board. If you're doing it on a model railway, make sure to have your controller fully disconnected from your system. if possible. If not, make sure to have your controller unplugged from the plug socket. Otherwise you will go bang. So I put a good handful in. As the thing with the grass is I can always reuse what I don't use. So that goes in there. Am I the only one seeing a disaster about to happen? Live static grass, live electricity. So now I've got to get the static grass in here. I turn it on there and you'll see that that light is now blue. And then you just shake. As I've got that base underneath, it doesn't need to be a perfect job. But you can see I still got grass in there. Turn that off. And that's the first bit. If I swap to the other camera, I'll just take it off the tripod. Actually, it's a monopod. You can see that it's standing up nicely. Bit thicker in some places than other, and this will allow for grass underneath to go through. So that's looking quite nice. And then I have a lovely mess to tidy up. So let me go back to the other camera. So I'm not quite getting doing an episode where we're waiting for the paint to dry. We're now waiting for the glue to dry. So I'll just turn down the volume a bit as this is going to be noisy. So that's now clear and we can go on to the next bit. Unfortunately, because of the banana ring in this board is going to end up in the bin, but that's just life at times. So for people who aren't aware, there's a virtual Worley Model Railway show this weekend. Go into the Worley Model Railway website and then there's a link to it. Unfortunately, I wasn't asked to attend, but I'll be doing my own Worley thing. So I got several years of Worley, so I'm going to do a highlight video. So I think I'm going to call it a night already, as I'm not getting that far with this. So thank you everybody for being here, and I'll see you all on Saturday. Sorry for the short stream, I'm just not quite feeling 100%, so I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much.